live. So I'm broadcasting live on Blab and on YouTube. So now I wanted to connect also on Blab. Properly to see if it will work. If not, we'll find a way to do it. And by the way, from on my page, on some Facebook groups, and also the live call is syndicated over Twitter and LinkedIn. I'm using a special software for doing that. You can see on my back, this is the link, is the imleoniers.com/live. If you want to check out. By the way, if you want to ask me anything, just use the hashtags SuccessNation, core the essence of, and also ask Adrian, and we'll check them on Twitter. Unfortunately, Blab doesn't want to work. Maybe now. By the way, 2 days ago, I tried 3 times to start the live call on Facebook, so failed every time. And also, I had an event on Blab 2 weeks ago, and it was a mess. So technology creates problems from time to time. But of course, we can't change that. We just need to use it the best we can. Okay, so Blab looks that will come through one way or the other. Just want to wait a little bit to see that everything is moving here. The subject for today is something I believe should be of interest for you. Avoid burnout, working by design. And there are two very important words here. One of them is the burnout thing, which is very dangerous for the productivity, for the health, and for our life. And also another expression, working by design, which is something most of us would want to put in practice, but only few of us know actually how to do it. Unfortunately, Blab doesn't want to start. 1 second once again. And if not, we'll have to cancel Blab. So we'll keep only YouTube. So my YouTube account, youtube.com/AdrianNiculescu.com. As said on Facebook, on my Facebook page, facebook.com/AdrianNiculescu.com. It's syndicated over Twitter, over LinkedIn, and also on some Facebook groups. Okay, Lab. So if you don't want to lose more, by the way, all calls are non-filtered. Everything is live. So if there will be a disaster, you will see the disaster. If what I'm doing will work from the technical point of view, you will also see that. So you will also witness that. Okay, Blab. So please value my time and my patience, and let's do a broadcast by design, right? By the way, I've put some notes here because I'm doing my best to figure out how to organize the live call. So my idea was to actually write an article and to put on the blog with the sketch and the structure of the live call, and after that to actually do the live call. And I will not read everything here, just I will put some ideas on the paper to have a structure for the call. And after that, you can go on my blog, adrianniculescu.com, and you will see the article with the structure of the live call and the recording of the live call. So hopefully you will get a lot of value from my calls. And what I like to say is that you need to learn, enjoy, and apply, of course, because if you don't apply, the information will be worthless. So what I have to say is that in this period, I perform profound changes in my working habits. And I've read a book, it's not related necessarily to work, but I've read a book 2 years ago, and now I'm going through it. By the way, bye Black for today. Maybe next time it will work. So the call today is broadcasted live on Facebook with syndication to Twitter and LinkedIn, and on YouTube, youtube.com/Adrian Niculescu call. So, as said, the subject for today is how to avoid burnout working by design. So, at the beginning of this live call, I will have to say that what I'm doing these days from in daily little pieces, I read again and study in more detail than initially. A nice book. This is Unlimited Power by Anthony Robbins. I've read it first time in 2014 when actually I was to unleash the power within and worked on hot coals. By the way, I recommend this experience to anybody wanting to see that the limits we have are only in our mind, and the firewalking experience shows you that you can do more and you can achieve more. And what is very interesting with social media, I think 6 months after the firewalking experience, I've met a guy on Facebook, Toli Burkan, who is the guy who taught Anthony Robbins in 1985 the whole firewalking thing. And Toli has on YouTube a very nice workshop about learning how to perform the firewalking, which is available for free. And I think I saw it 2 or 3 times until that, but every time is what it was like on the repeat mode. So initially with this book, Unlimited Power by Anthony Robbins, I've read it from the first page to the last, but without a very deep study. So exactly this is what I'm doing now. So exactly in this period, in parallel with reading the book, I said I'm in a process of changing my working habits. And I think that the most important thing I want to accomplish is to really work by design. Maybe this sounds like a theory or sounds like a cliche, but because I was in the times, and when it's very low, the outcomes are very low. Sometimes they begin with not so there is a lot of stress, low energy. I'm not in my now that I want. How I do that? I've learned and do that. 1 second. that if I achieve, I need to study for more advanced than me in that direction, right? And recently, I stumbled upon a little book written by Claire Diaz Ortiz. I didn't know him. He was an early employee at Twitter, full author, speaker. Her ebook is only 39-page long, so it's not a big ebook. And the title of the ebook is I wrote a few notes around what I've learned from that book, and I wanted to share with you, along with also my personal points of view, right? And first, I saw idea to have a word for each and every year, right? For example, in 2016, my word for the year is which is the word for 2016 in your case. Comments if you want, and I will take a look. I will take a look and what are you publishing. And by the way, the year in this case doesn't start in January. The year starts when you set new goals, right? And you don't need, and this was also an idea from the book. You don't need a New Year's Eve to start fresh again. So you can start today. You can start tomorrow, but of course, right? So one of my biggest, you can say, struggles or problems is that I struggle to keep pace between projects. And sometimes this affects my focus, and at the end of the day, affects my outcomes, and this becomes my vulnerability. And I always come back and apply the process of setting smart goals. You know, even if the plan will not work, the process of planning will work each and every time and will be improved also over time, right? So the smart matrix is very important to have it in mind when you are building a work by design lifestyle, right? I will browse again the smart matrix, maybe to refresh your memory, to perceive goals and how are what are they. So first, your goals need to be specific. If you want more, it's very vague. Let's say you need to say how much money do you want is a goal. They need to be measurable. You can't track something you can measure. And if you measure, you know what you have to improve, what doesn't go on. They need to be actionable, guys and girls. Without action, without movement, goals are simple wishes, right? So you need action, you need a lot of action. Even if there is the wrong action, a wrong action much better than nothing, right? Also, they need to be relevant for the period of life you are in, or for the season of life you are in, because also life has seasons: spring, summer, autumn, winter. So let's say if you plan to give birth to a child, let's say in the next 3 months, assuming that you are already pregnant, so in the next 3 months, the child will arrive on Earth, basically. So if you put as a goal to work 14 hours a day to achieve something, it can be very dangerous for your health, for your life, and also that you are not relevant, right? And also they need to be timely. The SMART goals should be anchored in a time frame. Like achieve the thing by this time. It should be anchored in a certain period of time, right? Because we to be productive, not all the days are the same. So you can be, let's say, tomorrow, you can be insanely productive, and the day after less productive than the other day, or to have a day of, I don't know, 0, and this works in your favor because you simply can't function with on a daily basis. Many trainers will tell you that you need to create the momentum and you have maximum productivity every, but the reality of life is with high and lows in everything. In productivity, being miserable, so it's better to be like that. So, and you need to study yourself, and um, you need to assess yourself and to know which are the best moments to do things. I started to create those calls. Initially, I said, okay, I will put them in the morning because after also to put me in a shape for talking to you, sharing certain information, and so on. But after a few calls, I realized that it is much better to do them in the afternoon or in the evening. In the morning, I'm very focused with my mind on the most complicated tasks for deals to produce or button to push to I said, okay, it is better to put in the morning the really hard tasks, and in the afternoon or in the evening to put calls. You know, they are not less important, but in the morning, my mind will not stay focused on the calls, will stay focused on what I have to do on that day, on which didn't work, and so on. So I said, okay, but in the afternoon, in the evening, I have my mind clear, and I will be able to focus on giving as much value as possible. So there are some few steps to start working by design from where you are now. So first, and I will take these from you will find them in the article. So first, write a list of the main activities you do in a given day. Best at everything, right? by assessing build a life designed around living your life at the best time of the day you can, which becomes very powerful. So let's say that you are like me and you function at a peak state early in every morning. So when you wake to job or you do some workout or something after that, because you are in the peak state, you can dig in that day. And let's say for me, doing live videos, even if sometimes I'm not comfortable speaking at a camera, so it wasn't something hard to do. So that's why I took it from mornings and I put it in the afternoons or in evenings, exactly how I'm doing now. And a habit, if you have it, you need to drop it. If first time in the morning you are reading the emails, you need to drop that. Of course, there will be exceptions when you should read the email in the morning, but besides those exceptions, you need to forget about the habit because it decreases a lot your productivity. And the best way to take care of the emails is when you have a lower energy level, which in my case is after lunchtime in afternoon and in evening. So mornings I keep them for very hard stuff, things uh, that the whole business depends on them, and leave the nice things like calls and webinars, master classes to afternoon and evening, right? Let's speak about multitasking. Unfortunately, maybe multitasking can work on a short-term basis, but on a long-term basis, it is much better monotasking. Because for multitasking, you will lose focus and you will have a lot of troubles. So you need to focus 100% on one thing at a time. And now I'm also speaking with myself, like looking in a mirror, because sometimes I also have this problem and I want to be transparent with you because nobody's perfect. And you see a lot of trainers, teachers telling you how perfect is their life. Maybe there is until a certain point, but um, nobody lives is perfect and everybody has a certain struggle and many people they don't speak about their struggles. So I prefer when I teach you, when I coach you, when I mentor you to tell you things based also on my experience, to tell you things that are not working, let's say for myself, and I'm doing my best to improve them. And you also can learn from my experience to burn some stages and to avoid some mistakes which can cost you a lot of time and a lot of money and so on, right? So I want to be as transparent as possible with you and not to hide my vulnerabilities, right? So focus on one thing at a time and batching and chunking your work. It's like when you have a problem, which is a big dinosaur, cut the dinosaur in chunks. So you can chunks the work, the amount of work needed for something. Also, you can chunk your goals. Let's say if you want to, I just want to give you an example. Let's say that you are at a zero level and you say to yourself, you put as a goal to create uh, $1 million in 1 year, starting with zero. Let's say if the last year you already created $700,000 euros or something, it will be very easy and natural and normal this year to create the rest, right? So it makes sense this way. And when you analyze this goal and when you measure it, you can split the annual potential income in monthly income, in weekly income, and in daily income. So you will know and you will see if you are on track, if you are in advance, or if you are behind with what you've put as a goal. So chunk everything, chunk your goals, chunk your work, and also divide the big goals into smaller, easier to achieve levels, and every level will be built on top of the previous level, right? So as said, the most important thing to be as productive as possible is to do one thing at a time. At any moment will be a lot of distractions, but you need to focus, and this focus is like a muscle. Maybe it's very hard for you right now to focus, but you need to exercise, practice, and you will get there, right? When you are switching between the tasks, you decrease your productivity level with 40%. So 40% is huge. So when you are not doing one thing at a time, so now also I'm speaking with myself because I had that belief in the past that you can multitasking on a long-term basis and so on. So keep in mind, and this should be the most important takeaway for today, is that, one second, okay, one second, because something happened with Facebook. Okay, it's a problem with the internet here. I don't know why, because it's very powerful. One second. Yeah. This is the problem with the live calls. Okay. So I said on Facebook, I had big problems a few days ago because I wanted to connect on Facebook Live, and after 5 to 10 minutes, I was thrown out. I don't know what happened, but it happens. So have in mind that in times of peak energy, you should address the most important things and the most difficult things on your plate and focus intensively of them. But to know that, you need to understand which are your peak times. Because if you don't know that, it will be very hard to do that. And um, sometimes, and I saw a lot of theories, you don't become productive by doing more things. You become productive by doing less things. And this work by design structure I also wanted to apply to product launches. And I believe that because this is my hobby one time, and to of having like automate, right? So as said, I'm practicing the design principle on /adrian.com. Under this video, I will post a link. If you want to launch a product, which can launch it with affiliates. If you want to create a launch and to grow, if you want to in a cost proposal for you, because I'm gathering a group of not more entrepreneur, and with them I called the product launch challenge from scratch, from 0 years. I will teach you days to evaluate the potential market where you want to launch that product, create it, and after that, how to launch it. You can launch it by yourself, or also you can launch it. It can be launched and you can have your own affiliate program. We'll teach you how to recruit affiliates, how you can maximize incomes after that in developing a business. So is 30 days training coach, which is unique because it gathers an expertise which was developed more years. Approaching the final of the call, I will put under the video the link with, to register the approach. So I really hope that you liked what I've shared regarding how to avoid burnout by design. I've put start building your life based on working by design. I will come back with more information in these two guides from some experts, and will do my best to develop this concept. So, which will be a sketch live video after that on and on the blog to put the article and the live video. So if you want to take a film to have all those, will be on my Facebook page, facebook.com/adrian.com. Some of them will be also on YouTube. Most of is okay. If the technology will allow, will be on blab.im. And don't forget the mouse here. So if you ask me on Adrian and Success Nation, because we are part of the Success Nation, because life want more. And if you want, I'm using live video on Facebook, syndicate what I'm presenting to Facebook page, groups to link. Here is the link, leonaires with double.com/ and this website the IRS is a on building wealth to internet market of, say, millionaires.com is I am Leonaires with double L, because there are so many people actually building amazing businesses from home coffee shops internet, huge trend. So thank you very much for watching this video. I will put form for the 30 product. So if you want on the other side, and of course, let's meet each other in the next live video. Ask me something, or you can theme the next hashtags Ask Adrian or Success Nation. Thank you very much. Have an amazing day.